Hello, everyone. I'd like to put you in an imaginary situation. Pretend that you're getting married, and oh no, you went way over budget on that pony ride entrance. So I'm sitting here wondering how you're going to make up for those extra costs. Well, don't you worry. I have an idea. You can make your very own bridal bouquet. This is exactly what I will be demonstrating for you today, as taught to me by my gorgeous Aunt Andrea. She has been a professional florist for 25 years, and she now specializes in wedding flowers. So trust me when I say that she knows what she's talking about. So today I'd like to discuss why make your own bridal bouquet, the materials that you will need to do so, and finally I will show you how to arrange flowers into a gorgeous bouquet. So first we'll talk about why you would want to make a bridal bouquet out of silk flowers in the first place. Well, the main reason is all of the money that you can save. Here's a great example. I found this bridesmaid's bouquet at Hobby Lobby, and it's already made. It was $25. And I think it's gorgeous. It goes with my bouquet perfectly. It's got these rhinestones in it. And I guarantee that from a professional florist making real flowers, you couldn't get a bridal bouquet for under $100. So that's already a savings of 75% off of your budget. And when it comes to your bridal bouquet, I think you could save about 40 to 50%. Based on what I saw online, most florists are going to be selling these bridal bouquets for $150 to $160. I got all of this for about $80, so that's 50%. You might be wondering how much you would spend on flowers in the first place. Well, according to the article, here's how much couples spend on wedding flowers from the knot.com, posted last year. The average cost of flowers in 2019 was $2,000. So that's a savings of about $1,000. And that could go a long way in your wedding budget. That could be the difference between getting your dream dress or settling for less. So now that you know why making your own bouquet is a smart idea, let's talk about what you will need to do so. You're going to need flowers, of course, silk flowers. Here I have hydrangeas and peonies. And according to the article, the 8 steps to choosing your wedding flowers from weddingwire.com, posted this year, peonies and hydrangeas are perfect for a spring wedding. So that's very appropriate for this time of year. You're going to need some nice big ones if you'd like, probably roses for a bridal bouquet. You're also going to need some greenery to add some life to your bouquet. Here I've picked out some pretty pink greenery, but the sky's the limit with what you want to do. You could add flowers, lavender, some rhinestones, whatever you want. You're also going to need some floral tape, which looks like this. You will need ribbon. You will need scissors for your ribbon and wire cutter. I do not have my scissors. Excuse me for that. You need scissors. Okay. Now that we've gathered our materials, let me show you how it's done. First, there's some preparation involved. When you first get these flowers, they have very long stems. Okay, so I've already cut some of them down. You can cut about at least half of it off. Otherwise, it's going to be very hard to work with. Also, when it comes to your greenery, they come in these long strands, so you might need to push them up and take some off like that. Get everything all prepped up. Then we're going to start with our hydrangeas. This is going to be the filler flowers, or the main part of the bouquet. Your second step is to pick your front. So for me, that's going to be this beautiful flower. And then I want to add the peony just in the middle so that you can see those beautiful petals from the front. And then we can start adding the roses. The trick here, especially with these, since they're white, you want to set them up a little bit higher than your hydrangeas to create depth and texture. They're not just disappearing into your bouquet. So keep checking your front. Hopefully you're looking right at it instead of pointing it this way when you do this. Then as you're adding the rest of your flowers, the next step is to make sure that you're creating a nice ball shape, because most bouquets are going to be a beautiful round shape. And then you can add in your greenery with these guys. Come on, tuck them in there nice and far. And then the greenery can go around the bottom if you'd like. Fill in any spots that you have to make it more round, or they can go right in the middle, just barely poking up to give you some color. Your next step is going to be to take the floral tape and you want to leave it on the roll. You don't want to cut it off. This stuff is magical. Okay, it seems like it is not sticky, but the trick is just to stretch it and it releases the glue inside and it sticks to itself. So you want to get a good grip with your pointer finger around your bouquet and you twist the bouquet. Don't twist the floral tape because you want to make sure it's sticking to itself. And as you practice, you can go a little bit faster. And you want to make sure it overlaps so you get a nice smooth roll of tape here. Okay, your next step is to just tear it off. Again, don't use scissors because when you pull it real hard, that's going to release the sticky stuff. And if it doesn't stick perfectly, that's totally fine because we're going to go around it with ribbon. But first, we want to look at the stems. We need to do some trimming. You only want your bouquet to be 2 fists long. Any longer, it's going to be poking you, and you don't want that. But for the sake of time, I'm going to skip that step. So now we're going to go on to the ribbon. You want to make it nice and long. If this is what you want, there's several ways to do this. But I want it to be nice and flowy at the bottom. And then same thing as with the floral tape. You're just going to go start at the top, go right over your tail. Okay, make sure it's nice and even. Take your scissors, cut. I have nice sharp scissors. They're not. Okay. And I'm just gonna set down and tie a little knot and secure it. Do a little double. Hopefully you take a little more time on this than I did. But there you go, you have a beautiful bridal bouquet. So now that you have seen how a professional florist makes a bouquet, we can all sit back, relax, and breathe a sigh of relief as soon as I go over what I've talked about today. So today we discussed why bother making your own bouquet out of silk flowers. I told you all of the materials that you will need to do so, and you've seen exactly how to make a bridal bouquet as I have demonstrated. So I have just a few powerful words to wrap up this demonstration. Just have fun. And that is from my beautiful Aunt Andrea Parago, which she told me this year. And I couldn't have said it better myself.